The news at noon starts right now.
New at noon, it was an infamous case, a man charged with his wife's murder, and now he has had his bond reduced.
During a hearing this morning, Andrew McDonald's bond was reduced for just one of the charges against him. In addition to the murder charge, McDonald is charged with tampering with evidence. The bond for that charge was reduced to $100,000. His bond for the murder charge remains at $450,000. During the hearing, attorneys also went back and forth about evidence in the case not being turned over.
You'll remember back in 2019, Andre McDonald's wife, Andreen, disappeared. Her remains were found later, and soon after, Andre was arrested and charged with murder.
And Erica Hernandez will have more on today's proceedings tonight on KSAT 12 News at 5 and 6.
Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez pushing back on an attempt to remove his office from prosecuting indicted ex-constable Michelle Barrientos Vela. Attorneys for the former constable claimed Gonzalez should be removed and replaced by an outside attorney after comments made this summer by the DA's former political consultant. That consultant, Robert Vargas III, was accused of saying he would find someone to run in the next primary election against Democrat Judge Velia Mesa if Mesa, quote, didn't do the right thing in Barrientos Vela's upcoming trial. Gonzalez claims the defense's motion to have him disqualified failed to provide evidence of any conflict of interest. You can read more about this story on KSAT.com.
A driver who allegedly tried to run from San Antonio police has steered himself into trouble. Officers caught up with him after he crashed into a construction site on the northeast side. It's happening on Harry Wurzbach near Urban Crest. As Katrina Weber tells us, he couldn't get far because he had only 3 tires.
What looks like a giant cinder block acted as a roadblock for a man on a mission to get away from San Antonio police. The big concrete square in the middle of Harry Wurzbach near Urban Crest Drive brought his pickup to a stop after 1:30 this morning. Police say they initially tried to stop him when they noticed he had only 3 good tires. The 4th one was down to the rim. But the truck continued on, somehow hobbling down the road away from officers. At one point, they say the driver went the wrong way on the street in an effort to lose them. After the crash, he was taken to a hospital to be checked out, although police say he didn't appear to have any serious injuries. No one was working in this construction zone at the time when this happened, so it seems as though the driver is the only one affected. They are back to business as usual. The 31-year-old driver, meanwhile, has some business to take care of with the legal system. Police arrested him on a charge of driving while intoxicated. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Police are now hoping new surveillance images are going to lead them to a man's killer. Nearly a month after police say the suspect stabbed him to death. Officers say these surveillance pictures show a dark Chevy truck that was the suspect seen back on September 25th near a picnic convenience store on Enrique Barrera Parkway. Police say a man in the dark Chevy truck walked up to 50-year-old Roy Salinas Jr., who was standing by the ice machine, and stabbed him multiple times. The suspect then drove off, going west on West Commerce. If you have any information about this murder, you're being asked to call Crime Stoppers. The phone number is 210-224-STOP.
Happening this weekend, if you have medications around your house that you need to get rid of, tomorrow is your chance. Methodist Healthcare is hosting its annual opioid take-back event from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at 3 locations around the city. Medications that will be accepted include any over-the-counter prescribed prescriptions of hydrocodone, oxycodone, and tramadol. If you'd like some more information about what you can drop off and another look at the drop-off locations, just head to KSAT.com and click on this story. A misdiagnosis led a woman to be checked into a COVID-19 ICU unit. She ended up at Methodist Hospital Metropolitan confused and in shock.
But she did take the time to ask a very important question to the staff who was helping her. And then months later, after being discharged, she kept on coming back each Wednesday to deliver a sweet package made with love. Alicia Barrera has that story.
It all started back in April after Mrs. Pat Good fainted and hit her head on a counter at home. Emergency first responders diagnosed her with a stroke and COVID-19 and transported her to Methodist Hospital Metropolitan. But she couldn't leave, so she asked the staff how they were doing.
And so I said, enough about me. Let's talk about you nurses. I said, how long have you been doing this? And every single one of them said they had started from the beginning. And I said, how do you have the courage to come in here and do your job every day? And they said, because they need us. And we love nursing and we love our patients.
She promised them she'd never forget. And now, every Wednesday, she bakes and delivers a fresh batch of pastries to show her appreciation for the staff.
So I asked Mrs. Pat Good when she plans on stopping, and she says not anytime soon, as she hopes the COVID-19 pandemic will first get under control. But she encourages the community to do something similar, and the first step is to ask the front desk what their COVID-19 protocols are, including wrapping each of the baked goods individually. We have all those details listed on KSAT.com. Reporting Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
A World War II veteran who witnessed the attack on Pearl Harbor celebrating a milestone today. Heinz Bachmann is turning 100 years old.
Photojournalist Asian Bermia was there as loved ones held a celebration in his honor.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Here, but Opa has been the sweetest person my entire life. He's just the best man ever. Sorry. He's just a really good person, and he's like a father figure to everyone.
Oh my goodness. Corbin and his troop. Well, I guess it's something I could look forward to on all these years of gathering it up. Yep. The little one especially.
He is not even 1 yet, and Opa over there is turning 100, and this is what everybody starts as right here.
What's your secret to living to 100, Opa?
Taking the breath every day and just keep looking for the next one. Oh my gosh.
You have at least one for every year of your life. These are cards from Nicole's school, from the preschool, and other cards from all over the country.
Wow.
And the preschoolers made this beautiful birthday card. All their little fingerprints are on it.
Oh my goodness.
So this is
Happy birthday, dear Ange. Happy birthday to you.
Oh yes, we'll go that route.
Boy, he looks great.
Happy birthday, Heinz.
Yes.
Thank you for your service, and well deserved. Former Houston Cougar Case Keenum got his first NFL start in a couple of years last night for the Browns. Larry Mears will let you know just how that turned out coming up.
President Biden says he's close to striking a deal to pass major spending measures after the weeks of negotiations. The compromises, he says, will need to take place to make it happen after the break. The clock is ticking for President Joe Biden to pass an economic agenda through Congress before he departs for his foreign trip next week. During a CNN town hall, the president name-checked moderate senators who he says are creating the obstacles to getting the deal done. ABC's Elizabeth Schultze has the latest from Washington.
President Biden is making a major push to get his economic agenda through Congress, revealing key details about the negotiations during a CNN town hall.
I do think I'll get a deal.
The president confirming concessions must be made to get all 50 Democratic senators on board to pass his signature spending bill focused on childcare, education, and climate change.
When you're in the United States Senate and you're a president of the United States and you have 50 Democrats, every one is a president.
To appease moderate Senators Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, the White House is offering to cut the price tag of the bill from $3.5 trillion to closer to $2 trillion. The president says paid leave could be cut from 12 weeks to 4. The child tax credit could be extended just 1 year instead of being made permanent. And tuition-free community college will be eliminated from the bill.
Mr. Manchin and one other person has indicated they will not support free community college.
That other person, Senator Sinema, is creating another big barrier to a deal by opposing a tax rate hike on the wealthiest Americans and corporations. President Biden says right now he's unwilling to change the Senate rule called the filibuster, requiring 60 votes to advance legislation, acknowledging that would cost him at least 3 votes needed to pass the social spending bill. But Biden didn't rule out eliminating the filibuster for other priorities, like voting rights and raising the debt ceiling.
I also think we're going to have to move to the point where we fundamentally alter the filibuster.
On that critical question of how to pay for the spending package, other proposals include stricter IRS tax enforcement or a tax on stock buybacks. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
Outside with Live Cam, you know, I have been known to be easily confused. And I think Katie Blake is trying to confuse me because it's either really cold in the studio or falls around the corner because she's got on a sweater today.
Okay, the preppy look is in. Let's start there.
Okay.
All right, and she's completely in line with what's happening trend-wise.
Thank you, Ursula.
And it's easy to confuse David, you know, even when you're not talking fashion or weather.
Thank you, Ursula.
You're welcome.
It's cool in the studio, David. Come on, my hands are cold as we speak. It's definitely not cool outside. I know, no sweater weather this weekend, but our next front does arrive middle of next week, and we'll talk about what that means for the forecast coming up shortly. First, the aquifer is down just a little bit today, 1/10 of a foot, and we've got another great looking pollen count, 3 allergens reported today, but everything is nice and low. We'll be right back.
KSAT 12 presents another Day of the Dead story. Building the Ofrenda. Brought to you by Toyota.
Building an ofrenda is an important Day of the Dead tradition. These altars have many pieces and parts, and they each have a specific purpose. Bring more life and love to your ofrenda. Involve more family and friends. Ask the children to create art or papel picados. The adults can prepare the offerings like the departed's favorite dishes. Then come together to build and share stories. Remember, this isn't a time for tears, it's a time for celebration. So make a playlist of your lost loved ones' favorites and fill the room with music. The night of October 31st is the perfect family night. Spirits are just beginning their journey back to us. Speaking of journey, let's add Don't Stop Believing. She really loved that one.
So on trend, we're wearing pink for breast cancer awareness. And then over in the Weather Lab, we've got Katie here who's representing the preppy look.
Okay. Yeah, and it's very lightweight, David. If it makes you feel better, it's lightweight, so won't be too warm.
But you see, you did say cool next week, so maybe you're just getting prepared.
Preview.
Meh. Cool next week. There's a little asterisk by that.
Yeah,
we'll go over.
By Texas standards.
There are terms and conditions.
More confusion. Thank you.
Yeah,
I like that.
I know.
Terms and conditions.
You know, this time last week we were getting ready for a great fall-like weekend. It was so beautiful, but we have kind of flipped the switch back the other direction, and this weekend won't be so fall-like. So here's a quick look at your big weather headlines. It will be unseasonably warm this weekend. We'll start to push record high temperatures, especially by Sunday into early next week. Humidity will be staying pretty high as well. But we do have our next cold front on the horizon, and it will be arriving next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, and we'll talk about what that means very shortly. Out there right now, temperatures are starting to climb out of the 70s into the low 80s at 79 in Seguin, also 79 at the airport here in San Antonio. Elsewhere across south central Texas, we've generally got low 80s south of Highway 90, still some mid to upper 70s in the Hill Country, 76 Fredericksburg, 77 in Rock Springs, and 81 there in Eagle Pass. So of course we've got some Friday night football games this evening. Last Friday night it was quite windy behind the front that moved through Friday evening. Not the case tonight. We'll have very light winds, just about 5 to 10 miles per hour at most. Out of the east southeast, mostly clear skies by about 6 p.m. becoming clear after the sun goes down. And after sunset, temperatures will start to fall into the upper 70s, but as I mentioned, humidity not going anywhere, so definitely not sweater jacket weather for tonight's football game. Short sleeves will do you just fine. Out there with satellite and radar, no rain, so radar is very quiet, and we do have some fair weather clouds popping up. So we had clear skies for much of the morning, some patchy fog down to the southeast, and now we've just got some fair weather clouds starting to develop this afternoon, so mostly sunny. maybe partly cloudy here and there this afternoon, and it's also very quiet across the rest of the state. Now, there's some pretty active weather over on the west coast. There's some rain up near the Great Lakes, pushing over to the northeast as well. But check out the temperatures across the country. It is quite cool well to the north. Temperatures are in the 50s from Chicago over to Cleveland, 40s up in the northern plains there, 66 in Boise, and 50s in the Pacific Northwest. The truly cold air, that is still well off to the north across parts of Canada, and it is starting to get pretty cold up there. Temperatures in the 30s and the 20s. And this time of year, as we get into fall, winter, when we start to talk about cold fronts, it's all about where these cold fronts are coming from. Is it an Arctic cold front pulling down cold air from the north, from the Arctic, or is it a Pacific cold front coming in from the west coast and not tapping into as much cold air? Well, this front coming in next week is a Pacific cold front, so it will be moving into the Pacific Northwest, so it won't be tapping into that colder Arctic air mass well to the north, but it will help to bring in some dry air. So we won't, totally frown at this front because it will help us out. As we get to next week, it moves through early on Wednesday with a minimal chance of rain, but it will bring back in some drier air, so we'll see our dew points fall beautifully behind this front next week. Look at this. For the next several days, our dew points are in the upper 60s, low 70s, feeling muggy, but behind that front, our dew points will take a nice nosedive, and it'll feel much more crisp out there by the middle of next week. But we've got several more humid days, including your Friday. Look for a high around 85 today, and then temperatures falling into the 70s this evening. You'll notice behind that front, David, doesn't really get cool. Our highs will still be in the 80s, but it's the drop in humidity that will be pretty nice. Will that
feel good?
Is that okay?
That's a 58 there. That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's better.
Got to wake up early. Yeah.
Thicker sweater. Or maybe not.
Don't try to follow this, Larry. I know.
I always walk into something and I have no idea what's going on.
I know. We're supposed to just read the prompter. I know.
Spurs tonight.
Yes.
Along with high school football.
Yes.
And there's all kinds of stuff.
There's all kinds of stuff. But yes, in particular, Spurs at the Nuggets, both teams undefeated. And gone are the days when the Spurs would just toss the ball in down low to David Robinson or Tim Duncan or even LaMarcus Aldridge. The pace certainly has changed for them. And in big game coverage, the home Huskies were looking good last night. Coming up. The Spurs are in Denver, where they'll face the Nuggets tonight in their first road test in the brand new NBA season. The Spurs opened up by crushing the Magic Wednesday night, 123-97. All five Spurs starters scored between 12 to 16 points each. The Spurs' biggest lead was 28, and they outscored the Magic in fast break points, 26-6. Fifth-year guard Derek White was asked about how the pace of the Spurs' offense compares to when he first joined the team in 2017.
Yeah, it's way different. I mean, my first year, we ran pretty much through LA exclusively. So, I mean, just more spacing, playing up and down, getting out, going, whoever gets to go. So, it's a lot different than the teams in the past.
Nuggets will host the Spurs tonight at 8 from the Ball Arena in Denver. Warriors shooting guard Steph Curry was brilliant last night against the LA Clippers. Behind Steph's three-point shooting, the Warriors built up a 19-point lead in the second quarter. Curry made 5 of 6 threes in the first half for 28 points. But the Clippers will come back to regain the lead late in the game, and then Steph stepped up to bury them with more triples, deep ones at that. He scored a game-high 45 points, making 8 of his 13 three-point tries, and the Dubs hold on 115-113. Our big game coverage from last night kicks off at Rutledge Stadium, where the Clemens Buffaloes are visiting the Wagner Thunderbirds, tied at 7 in the third. The Thunderbirds looking to take the lead on the Clemens 16. T-Birds stay on the ground, running the option to the left. Markel Ford gets the pitch, and he goes down the sideline, getting pushed out of bounds at the 6. 2 plays later, the sweep toss will go to Joshua Collazo, fighting his way into the end zone for the touchdown in the lead, 14-7. The final from Converse, 35-7. Wagner takes it. The Holmes Huskies trying to keep their playoff hopes alive with just 3 games left in the regular season, facing the Warriors. Holmes with a great start. Quarterback Christopher Medeles drops back and fires deep to wide open Nathan Gonzalez on their first possession, and he sprints to pay dirt. 84-yard touchdown makes it 7-0 Holmes. And the final from Ferris, 38-21. Holmes with a key dub. A Harvest Moon over Alamo Stadium last night. That's a beautiful shot. Edison up 13-3 over Brackenridge. Eagles attacking. Quarterback Richard Lopez on the play action pass zips it to Brandon Garcia for the 11-yard 15-yard touchdown. Brack is only down 3, 13-10 in the third. So let's head to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final. Brackenridge wins 24-19, and Southside wins on the road 22-18.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
In the NFL, the Browns hosting the Broncos last night. Case Keenum starting at quarterback for the injured Baker Mayfield. Third quarter, Browns up 10-7. Keenum throws to Johnny Stanton, 1-yard score. The Browns go up 17-7. Baker is all kinds of excited. Denver makes it close. Teddy Bridgewater dumps it off to Javonte Williams, and he does the rest, powering in for a 10-yard touchdown. But some 5 minutes ago, Baker is now worried, biting his nails. No worries, though, bro. Cleveland will run out the clock after that, and the Browns win 17-14.
Does he have any nails left?
Don't even know.
All right. Thanks, Larry.
In a bid to save her dream home, a Canadian woman got creative. How she was able to move it across a body of water. Coming up in the next half hour.
The CDC is giving the green light for tens of millions of Americans to get a Moderna or Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 booster shot as soon as today. The agency recommends Moderna boosters 6 months after the initial 2 doses. This is for those who are 65 and older, as well as those 18 and older at high risk due to underlying health conditions or where they live or work. The CDC also recommends a Johnson & Johnson booster at least 2 months after the initial shot for those 18 and up.
All 3 vaccines will have boosters available. And what was interesting, of course, is that you can boost with a vaccine that was not what you originally got. And that will create important flexibility, and especially for those that got the J&J vaccine.
The move comes as the FDA weighs authorization of the Pfizer vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11. The CDC could make recommendations on a pediatric dose by early November.
A hostage situation in Haiti getting more intense. The boss of a Haitian gang that's holding those hostages is threatening to kill them if his demands aren't met, and they're expensive. The victims taken while on a trip to an orphanage with a U.S.-based missionary group on Saturday. Yesterday, the gang leader delivered a death threat on video posted on social media. He threatened Prime Minister Ariel Henry as well and the chief of Haiti's national police. Authorities have said the gang is demanding $1 million for each of those kidnapped on Saturday. It isn't clear if that includes the 5 children who are among the 16 Americans and 1 Canadian taken.
Now to that deadly shooting on a movie set in New Mexico. Authorities say actor Alec Baldwin accidentally fired a prop gun that killed 1 person and injured another during the filming of his new Western movie. And in his first public statement since the incident, Baldwin tweeted he was shocked and saddened, calling this a tragic accident. ABC's Dan Lieberman has the latest.
Movie star Alec Baldwin involved in a tragic shooting Thursday while filming on the set of his Western movie Rust, when authorities say a prop gun fired by Baldwin killed 1 crew member and injured another. The film's 42-year-old director of photography, Helena Hutchins, seen in this Instagram picture posted from the set just days ago, was airlifted to the hospital where she died. The other shooting victim, 48-year-old director Joel Souza, hospitalized last night in emergency care, but reported to have been released. Hutchins, considered to be a rising star in the industry, wrote how excited she was to be on the ranch, riding horses on her day off. One of the perks of shooting a Western, she said. Just hours before the shooting, Baldwin posting this photo on Instagram, saying, "Back to in person at the office. Blimey, it's exhausting." Baldwin was interviewed by the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office after the incident. Baldwin is not part of the investigation.
It's a very strict process, very controlled, because they obviously know we're dealing with weapons that are capable of firing live ammunition.
Retired APD Commander Paul Syke, who handled a prop gun in the Terminator Salvation movie, told ABC News injuries are possible even with a blank round.
You could have some unburned gunpowder come out the end of the barrel, and it's essentially on fire for a moment as it leaves that barrel.
For now, production of the movie has been halted. The Cinematographers Guild releasing a statement overnight saying, "We received the devastating news that one of our members, Helena Hutchins, died from injuries sustained on the set. We support a full investigation into this tragic event. This is a terrible loss."
Detectives are still determining how and what type of projectile was discharged, the sheriff's office said earlier. Authorities say no charges have been filed in the shooting. Dan Lieberman, ABC News, New York.
We have news in the Gabby Petito case. The FBI now confirming the remains found at the Florida Nature Preserve yesterday are those of Brian Laundrie. This noon, we are now learning why those remains weren't found until now.
These items were found in an area that up until recently have been underwater. Our evidence response team is on scene using all available forensic resources to process the area.
That scene was found shortly after Laundrie's parents led investigators to a path that Brian hiked regularly. The FBI used dental records confirming the remains found are those of Brian Laundrie. He's the only suspect believed to be involved in Gabby Petito's death.
Outside with live cam, I guess we ought to be taking advantage of these warmer temperatures and nicer days because you never know what's coming down the pike after the beginning of the year, right?
It's Texas.
I mean, and I like cool, crisp weather, but we've got some folks that really enjoy when it's warm and also enjoy when it's humid because that cold, dry air can, do a lot for joints and stuff like that and skin. So there is something to be said for our South Texas humidity. It's not always a bad thing. We have got some serious bugs over here on this camera. They were around yesterday. They're around today as well. This is over at I-10 and 410 on the northwest side. I wanted to show this camera view again because we've had some fair weather clouds pop up. So you may be under a little bit of shade at times this afternoon, so that'll help us out from things getting too terribly hot today, the cloud cover that will be around this afternoon, but it's still going to end up being a warm day. I want to point out today's almanac. Our morning low was 64. That's several degrees above average for this time of year, but our average afternoon high this time of year is now around 80 degrees. And of course, that number will continue to fall through the rest of the year. Our record highs are down in the low 90s, and we're going to see afternoon highs closer to this over the next several days, especially by Sunday into early next week. So even though we don't think of 90 as terribly hot because, we get it well into the triple digits, that is hot for this time of year. So all about perspective there. Today will be up around 85 degrees, mostly sunny to partly cloudy at times, some fair weather clouds. Any clouds we do pick up this afternoon will clear out this evening. Winds will be light, just about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And of course, it will be plenty muggy out there. A quick look at your weekend forecast. We've got the fall graphics here, but won't feel too much like fall this weekend. We'll go 85 again Saturday and 89 on Sunday, so a warming trend through the end of the weekend. Each day will carry a very slim chance of rain. We'll take a look at your weekend futurecast coming up here in just a bit. Guys.
Thank you, Katie. A woman in Canada taking the phrase, whatever floats your boat, to heart. Why she had to use boats to save her dream home. Still ahead.
And the LA Dodgers going deep to stay alive in the NLCS. Larry's got the highlights coming up in sports.
A classic film receiving the Lego treatment. Details on the new set that includes specific references from the 90s classic Home Alone.
Just in time for the holidays, you can recreate a classic Christmas movie at home.
Lego out with a brand new set. It allows you to build the house from Home Alone, the film. The set features more than 3,900 pieces and detailed references to the original movie.
Is that a little Macaulay Culkin right there?
I think so.
It includes things like the aftershave lotion from the Scream scene, bathroom scene, and Buzz's pet tarantula. Ooh.
One iconic film about an iconic singer. Whitney Houston set to hit the stage, not for real, as a hologram.
The concert is set to make its North American debut on the Las Vegas Strip this coming Tuesday. The show is called An Evening with Whitney. It includes not only the voice of the late Whitney Houston, but a live band with singers and dancers.
But they're not holograms, I don't think. There will be also a never-before-released vocal track from the singer. Evening with Whitney is going to start with an extended residency at Harrah's Las Vegas.
And another story that you're going to have to see to believe. A woman in Canada really wanted to save her dream home, so she got pretty creative.
She ended up moving the entire house across this body of water. It all started when Danielle Penny found out the home's previous owners planned to demolish it, and that's when she offered to move it instead.
A crew used multiple boats to push it across the bay. To prepare for the move, the house had to be stripped and drainage holes were drilled.
But the home isn't good just yet. Penny says the house is going to have to dry out a bit. Oh my gosh. And then renovations will begin.
Looks like it's about to sink. Was that the front porch?
You got to be really determined to keep that house.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like when you're going to move, you're like, I'll just do it myself. And then
I've always said that I'm just going to burn the house down if I ever move again. It's so hard.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And maybe anyone getting some moving done this weekend, it's going to overall be warm and muggy over the next few days. We do have some really low chances of rain the next couple of days. And as I mentioned, we'll take a look at your future cast coming up in just a couple of minutes. Let's take another look at the aquifer. If you missed it earlier, it's down just 1/10 of a foot today, 665.6, and another really nice pollen count. We've had several days with all of our allergens low, and that's the case again today. Mold, ragweed, and grass all nice and low on this Friday. We'll be right back.
You know, this is that time of the year when you have lows down in the 50s and then it jumps up to 85 degrees in the afternoon. You got to dress for like 3 different
layers,
time zones.
That's not bad, though.
It's, yeah. It reminds me of the meme that floats around on the internet that's like, welcome to Texas. Winter is at 6 a.m.
Yes.
Fall is at 10. And then by the afternoon, we're feeling like summer.
Yeah.
It's generally, though, just going to be warm all day for the next several days until our next front arrives. That is not until early in the day Wednesday. So we've got all through the weekend with this warm and humid weather. So for any Friday night football games, we talked about this last half hour, but in case you missed it, short sleeves will do just fine this evening. Temperatures will be in the low 80s by 6 p.m., then gradually falling into the mid 70s by about 10 o'clock. Mostly clear skies through sunset, and then clear skies as we head into the late evening and overnight hours. We will pick up, though, a lot of low clouds and more patchy fog by early Saturday morning. I do have to throw in a mention of this. Sometimes this gets folks a little riled up. We do have the time change coming 2 weeks from Sunday, so not until November 12th, but I just want to point out how our sunset times are going to be changing here as the time change approaches. Today, our sunset is at 6:56. By the time we get to that time change, when daylight saving time ends on November 12th, our sunset will fall back to around 5:45. So just know that's coming, but we've still got a couple more weeks to go. Satellite loop shows nicely how the fair weather cumulus clouds have popped up just within the last hour or two, and we'll have some of these puffy clouds around through the afternoon. So mostly sunny, maybe looking partly cloudy at times for the rest of the day. No rain in the forecast for your Friday. It's just shy of 80 at the airport now, already up to 84 in Carrizo Springs and 83 in Pleasanton, so nice and warm and also fairly humid. Our dew points are in the 60s, even some low 70s down to the south, so we're at the top tier here of our humidity scale, so it does feel fairly muggy out there. Not much of a breeze today. Winds are calm from Beeville up to Gonzales. Elsewhere, just about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and they won't increase very much today. As we get into the weekend, we'll pick up a nice breeze, also a really low chance of rain. As I was mentioning, that'll accompany our very warm and humid weather in place for the next couple of days, and there's just not going to be much to see here in terms of rain this weekend, and actually the best chance will be well east of the I-35 corridor, essentially between San Antonio and the Houston area. You'll see these showers lift north from the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow afternoon. A lot of this will be focused closer to the Houston area, but some of our easternmost counties, Lavaca County, Hallettsville, Cuero, and DeWitt County, you could see a passing shower or non-severe storm. Not only Saturday afternoon, but there will also be a very similar setup into Sunday. So that's why we have the coverage of rain over the weekend, really at the lowest tier, just a stray shower, mainly for our easternmost counties. Everyone will be stuck in some pretty humid air. Our dew points stay elevated all the way through Tuesday of next week. So once we get past the weekend, we're still going to have Monday and Tuesday next week where things don't change very much. But look at what happens to these dew point numbers by the middle of next week. We go from a dew point of 70 on Tuesday to dew points in the 30s and 40s by Wednesday. That's feeling dry, very dry, and that's what will bring that kind of fall feel back. Now, the kicker here is that even with the drier air moving in next week, we won't have cold air accompanying it because we've got a Pacific cold front, meaning we're not tapping into the cold air of the Arctic. This cold front really just pulling in some drier air. So next week's front will drop humidity. It will turn things breezy by Wednesday, and it's going to feel a lot better, but we won't be pulling out the coats and jackets next week. So just want to go ahead and get that out of the way now. For today, staying warm and fairly humid, 85 your high temperature. Evening temperatures dropping into the 70s. Things stay pretty even keel over the next few days. We do start to push some record highs by early next week, and then we'll look forward to the front Wednesday, guys.
Thank you, Katie. You heard that, Larry?
I did hear that.
Short sleeves tonight?
Absolutely. I already have them packed in the car.
Ready to go? East Central? Is that where you're starting tonight?
East Central tonight.
All right.
Yeah, and East Central is coming off that big last-second Hail Mary win a week ago today against the Judson Rockets. Coming up, we'll talk to the two young men involved in that play, the quarterback and wide receiver. Plus, Jeff Traylor is very familiar with the American Athletic Conference. Coming up.